Have you ever wondered why the rich seem to get richer while others struggle to get by? It's a question many of us ask. A huge part of the answer lies not just in how much money they have, but in how they use it. Today, we're diving deep into the different money mindsets and habits of the wealthy versus those with fewer resources. This isn't about judging anyone, it's about understanding the game of money so we can all play it better. Let's start with a common scenario. Imagine receiving an unexpected bonus. What's the first thing you do? For many, the temptation is to spend it on something we've been wanting, a new phone, a vacation, a fancy dinner. This is what we call consumption. We work hard for our money, so it's natural to want to enjoy it. However, this often leads to a cycle where money comes in and goes right back out, leaving us right where we started, waiting for the next paycheck. Now let's look at how a wealthy person might approach that same bonus. Instead of immediately thinking about what to buy, their first thought is often, how can I make this money work for me? They see that bonus not as a chance to spend, but as a seed they can plant. They might invest it in stocks, real estate, or a business venture. This is the core difference. They prioritize turning their money into more money. They are buying assets, not just liabilities. So what's an asset? Simply put, an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. This could be a rental property that generates monthly income, stocks that pay dividends, or a business that produces profit. On the other hand, a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. That new car that loses value the second you drive it off the lot? That's a liability. The latest smartphone that you'll replace in a year? A liability. The wealthy focus on acquiring assets, while many others unintentionally accumulate liabilities, thinking they are assets. This brings us to the concept of cash flow. Think of your financial life like a river. For most people, the river flows one way. Money comes in from a job and flows out to pay for expenses like rent, food, and entertainment. The goal is to make it to the end of the month. The wealthy, however, work to create multiple streams flowing into their river. They build a system where their assets, their investments, are constantly adding more water or cash to the flow. Their goal isn't just to survive the month, it's to have their assets pay for their lifestyle entirely. Let's talk about debt. For many, debt is a scary four-letter word associated with credit card bills and high-interest loans for things that lose value. This is bad debt. It drains your finances and adds stress. But the wealthy have a different relationship with debt. They use what's called good debt. Good debt is borrowing money to buy an asset that will grow in value or generate income. For example, taking out a loan to buy a rental property that brings in more rent than the monthly mortgage payment. They leverage other people's money to increase their own wealth. It's a powerful tool when used wisely. Education is a huge piece of the puzzle. When we think of education, we often think of school and degrees to get a good job. That's important, but for the wealthy, financial education is a lifelong pursuit. They're constantly reading books, attending seminars, and networking with other successful people to learn more about investing, taxes, and market trends. They understand that their most valuable asset is their own mind. They invest in their financial knowledge just as much as they invest in the stock market. This knowledge empowers them to make smart decisions and spot opportunities that others might miss. So, how can you start shifting your mindset? It begins with small, intentional changes. Start by tracking your expenses to see where your money is actually going. Create a budget that prioritizes saving and investing, even if it's just a small amount to start. Instead of buying that daily expensive coffee, maybe put that money into a low-cost index fund. The amount isn't as important as building the habit. Educate yourself. You're already doing that by watching this video. Read books on personal finance. Follow financial experts. The more you learn, the more confident you'll become. The goal is to move from a consumer mindset to an investor mindset. Start thinking about every dollar you earn as a little soldier you can send out to work for you. Your mission is to build an army of dollar soldiers that will eventually fight your financial battles for you, giving you freedom and choices. Remember, this isn't an overnight transformation. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency, discipline, and changing your relationship with money. It's about seeing money not as something to be spent, but as a tool to build the life you want. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you some valuable insights. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a better financial future. See you in the next video.